Ladies and gentlemen, we're officially back. We're giving you some updates about what's going on. We're going to talk about the naughty black dog and changes in my life.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to talk about economics, politics, foreign policy, veterans issues, reform the criminal justice system, and drug laws. This channel probably will offend you, but most importantly, this is where socialism comes to die.
Hey, we're back at it. I just want to say for those of y'all that have stuck around through my little hiatus, my last video I think was the 31st of May. Well, this being the end of the year, I'm going to actually lay out what we're going to do for the rest of the year. Before we get started, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Let me know in the comments what you think. Moving forward, I will guarantee you, unless there is an emergency, you'll be looking at 2 videos a week, Monday and Thursday. Monday will probably be current events, politics, the normal stuff I was doing before. Thursday will be various topics. Like we'll talk more about the little naughty black dog. We'll talk about career stuff with me. I'm going to do a series converting the 11 principles of leadership that the Army used to use to the business world. And if you're old enough to remember those in the Army, then you probably shouldn't be on YouTube anyway. I'm just kidding. I have a channel and I remember them. But there's been a lot of changes in my life, both professionally, personally, and all of them I would say have been for the better. And with that, I am very, very grateful, more so than anybody can realize, to be surrounded with the people I am, both personally and professionally, because they really have helped me figure this path out. I retired from the military 8 years ago now. Hurts to say that. But 8.5 years ago, and I've just kind of been trying to figure things out. I made a lot of mistakes in that time. So I thank them for bearing with me, and the ones that have been around me less time, like the last 3 months, which will come up in another video that we'll talk about. You guys are like just adding to my family. You really are. Seeing you, talking to you about work is great. I just so thoroughly enjoy spending time with you and learning from you and doing my part to help us grow and help us protect people. And we'll get more into that as the videos goes along. I know I'm teasing you with a lot of stuff. That's the whole idea too, to get you to come back. So, yep, naughty black little dog who I got right before I stopped making videos is pretty cool, but she's naughty. She's super smart. Like she can figure out how to use the foot pedal on the garbage can, which was pretty impressive because I've never seen a dog do that. But it also means she gets into things I've never seen other dogs get into.
Naughty Black Dog says like, subscribe, and share.
There you go. Now you've seen a naughty black dog. She really is pretty awesome. She's pretty cool. She's like my little shadow around the house. Because I was working from home when I first got her, so she's used to being around me every single day. So when I kind of changed around what I was doing, and now I'm gone a couple days a week, and during the day, the rest of the week, she's pretty excited when I come home because it would kind of suck for me too if I was stuck by myself in a kennel. But it is what it is. She has a great life. Now, as far as updates, a lot of those videos we're going to talk about me working as a teacher. We're going to talk about what I'm doing now. Like I said, the 11 principles of leadership. As far as the Monday videos, it'll be politics. But what I've learned and the feedback I got originally, and that's why this hiatus was kind of good for me, was I do a decent job of explaining complicated subjects to people so they understand them. The problem is going back and rewatching some of those videos, like when I talk about China or fourth and fifth generational warfare. I mean, it is good information, and I feel I did a good job explaining it too. It's not just feedback from other people, but they do tend to get kind of dry. And when they're kind of dry, they're not exciting. So I'm going to try to liven those up a little bit with some goofy stuff and try to make you laugh more. I mean, I like my videos being kind of relaxed, so we're going to make it a more relaxed atmosphere. So we got that. Monday is going to be politics, current events, like how we swat one of the world's biggest arms dealers who sells to any side that'll pay him, has led to more death across this world than comparable to Hitler and Stalin. And we traded him for a WNBA player who got busted for having cannabis, which should she have gotten the sentence she got? No, but is her life worth more than the ones that'll die now that he's been released? I would say no. So next subject. Also, if there's emerging events, like we found out that Zelensky leads the Ukrainians in the Crimea again, and they retake it, yeah, we'll definitely do a video on that. Now, the Thursday videos, like I said, it'll be some stories from teaching, things like that. Okay, I'm repeating myself now. I knew I should have done a script for this. The other venture I'm going into is I'm going to start doing some TikToks. And most of them are going to be making fun of our current feckless politicians. Everybody knows that watches my videos how I feel about our current Congress and Senate. What it was designed to do is not what it's doing now. It's about people holding on to power until the day they die. And then they're appointed, and if they retire, it's their anointed successor who goes in, who does the exact same thing, where all they do is hold on to power for each other. They don't do what they're supposed to do for the American people, and they haven't for years. As I am famous for saying for the people around me, I think we've been going downhill since George Washington, with a couple of exceptions. But those are really minor exceptions and blips on the radar. Now, yes, I will be making fun of them on TikTok. I'm also probably going to break down some of the 11 principles of leadership on TikTok. It's a new adventure for me. So I will post in the description what my TikTok is. Give me until probably the second week of January to get it all squared away and start doing those videos. I'm also going to do interviews with a millennial and interviews with Gen Z. I'm just going to come up with words or like band names or actors, and I'm going to say the name. They're going to react to who it is, and then we're going to switch. They're going to ask me stuff, and I'm going to answer whether I know who they are and what I think of them. I think it'll be fun. I think it could be engaging. And if they really take off, then we'll start doing extended versions on here. I'm also going to give you shorts about every other day, both on here. They'll be posted on Instagram. I may even do the shorts on TikTok as well. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure all that stuff out because I like watching TikToks. I have the people I follow, but I'm not as comfortable with that format as I am with this one. Now, if you have requests, ideas, somebody wants to come on, because there's an organization that I'm really interested in trying to get more in touch with and find out more about, and that's the National Resistance Front of Afghanistan. Like I said, if you watch my videos, you know I'm a veteran of Afghanistan. You got my opinion of how we left Afghanistan with our tail between our legs and looked very reminiscent of the fall of Saigon. And I would really like to get in touch with them and get some more information and maybe even work on getting some interviews or talking to them or drumming up some support for them, be it monetarily or with gear they need. Because they're still fighting in the Panjshir. They're not giving up, just like their fathers didn't give up with the Taliban. They didn't give up with the Soviets. How far back do you want to go? And I'd really like to get more involved in that movement and making sure they're receiving the help they need. I'm not going to say we need to put American boots back on the ground, but I do think it's our place to support them in what they are trying to do to save their lives and the lives of their families and try to make it a better country. Because if you've never been there, Afghanistan is a really beautiful country. We just need to get them to a point where they're at peace. So with that, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Everybody have a great evening. And like I said, starting next week, Monday and Wednesday, you'll get videos from me unless there's an emergency or a holiday. If there's a holiday, it'll be posted the weekday before, the weekday after, because Sundays, if you go through the algorithms, really aren't that big, and neither are Fridays. Because that's people getting ready for the week or people ending the week, and they really don't want to deal with anything too serious. So with that in mind, everybody have a good evening. Take care of your families, give them a hug, and remember the words of John F. Kennedy: dare to fail greatly, always.